You know, to this day, every time I hear a siren, did they find my son somewhere? I've always been scared to get that knock at the door. Always. I was born and raised in a small community in Hoban, South Dakota. Met my husband when I got out of school and moved to Minnesota and went to school there. Got married in 1980. It was just perfect. And when the two boys came, that completed our family. And then we moved to California in 1987. Nothing prepared us for what the journey was going to be coming at all. You know, on the outside we looked like this tidy home. I know that there were some struggles that Chris might have had. He was not, did not like school very much at all. But he really excelled and always does and loves sports. His name was in the paper and everything. When he was participating and so forth, we started to see some signals that, you know, his personality was just not him. And we really didn't know what was going on to the extent. Can we stop for a minute?
Absolutely.
Okay. And you know, we were trying to figure it out too, because they're at that age, that wonderful age where, you know, they're supposed to break away. I always wanted to be a hands-on mom. I'm not asking for perfect kids. I want a healthy kid. But I said something isn't right, and I'm going to find out what it is. Started investigating some of the kids that he was hanging out with. You know, kids were sharing, and they're just saying, well, he's doing drugs, and he's a drug addict. And so reality really set in. I never knew what meth was. He was losing a lot of weight. Up all night. He was taking things in his bedroom apart. He would crash, and he'd crash for days. His life was threatened. Over $100. Rehab was forced onto him. We told him that he needed to. And the cycle started again and again. I can't even tell you how many rehabs that he was in. No one prepares you for that. We felt like failures. We blamed ourselves. Is there something that happened? Tell us. It was just splitting us up because we couldn't make it better. It was really hard to tell my family. Very, very hard. There was no gray area with my dad. He asked my mother if she had already known about this, and she had her head down. And he actually said, well, it looks like we lost one grandson, what about the other? That's the stigma. I got myself into some counseling, and it was through that and sharing my story and hear everybody else tell those stories that actually I started to heal. So each time when I would go to a meeting, I would come back and my husband would say, you feel much better. It was like going to church. And you felt better and stuff. Okay, I'm going to get through another week. Back in 2014, I was visiting my mother, and Mr. Mandel was on TV. He started sharing his story, and he used the word addiction and how he had lost his son. And I became glued to it, and I said to my mom, Mom, we need to listen to this. And I turned it up. And I remember I grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil, and I wrote down Shatterproof.org. We gave him the tools, we gave him the rehab, and he's happy. He's sober. He's going to work. To have him call us and to actually have a relationship now, he was ready. When I visit with him, I usually end it. Today's a good day. I wanted him to know that let's celebrate the day. Let's celebrate every day that's a good day. Let's celebrate it. And when I was up in Sacramento recently with Shatterproof, trying to get that bill passed for cures, And all those individuals that were there that actually had their pictures of lost loved ones, I didn't. And I couldn't even look up because mine's alive. And to let people know that this is so real and that we fight to get this recognized as a disease and that it gets the same treatment that it deserves. Today's a good day. I talked to my son and he's happy. What more could I ask for?